The Secretary General of the NATO military alliance, Mark Rutte, is in Washington holding an emergency summit with President Trump. Rutte told reporters that he has full confidence in the president's leadership as part of an effort to bring an end to the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine. Rutte discussed the billions of dollars worth of U.S. weapons that the U.S. is now selling to NATO military allies that are then being transferred to Ukraine. There is still an ongoing impasse in the negotiations where President Trump is hoping to broker a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. And we have seen reports that the United States has now lifted restrictions on how long-range cruise missiles being provided by the West to Ukraine could be used to strike deep into Russian territory. In particular, the Shadow cruise missile that is produced by the United Kingdom and by the French using American targeting data is used by Ukraine to target strategic sites, including oil refineries in the Russian mainland. The new U.S. policy, according to reports coming out of Washington, will make it much easier for the Ukrainians to receive American approval to use these long-range weapons, which have a range of around 250 kilometers to strike into the Russian mainland. We have seen Ukrainian military using long-range drones to strike strategic oil and refinery facilities throughout Russia. And the U.S. Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, also announced that new sweeping American sanctions will be implemented on Gazprom and Lukoil, two of Russia's largest energy companies, including sanctions that will target any U.S. subsidiaries. The Treasury Secretary said that this is part of an effort to try to force the Russians back into the negotiating table, and he specifically cited Russia's refusal to adhere to President Trump's peace talks and to President Trump's demands that both Russia and Ukraine stop at the current battle lines on the existing front lines. Treasury Secretary Bessent said that further sanctions and further actions by the United States against Russia's energy infrastructure could take place if Moscow does not agree to a ceasefire. I'm Oubai Shahbandar, A News, Washington.